The sun, a massive ball of fire whose light and energy make way for life on Earth to exist, but it is also the same energy that is deadly enough to end all life, only held back by one invisible shield: the ozone layer, the largest mass of O3 molecules piled on top of each other in the sky. Sounds boring, doesn't it? But it is one of the most important aspects of the Earth's environment. The sun is not just the light in the sky that shines upon us and warms us up. It's an extremely powerful and large ball of pure nuclear energy, whose waves of escaping radiation pose more of a threat than just a temporary sunburn. The ultraviolet rays can destroy all life on our planet. That is, if not for the ozone layer, chemical bonds that reflect the majority of the sun's wicked rays. Comic books are filled with superhumans in skin-tight clothing taking down muggers and stopping bank robbers. But when it comes down to it, O3 is the true protector of the human race. But it has its weakness. The kryptonite to this necessary shield are the dreaded CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, aerosol sprays, found in refrigeration fluids, foam packaging, and everyday products we never thought would be the downfall of society. These chemical molecules, made up of chlorine, fluorine, and carbon atoms, float upward into the atmosphere, are broken up by the sun's rays, and then separated chlorine molecules break down the O3 molecules, taking away the effectiveness of the ozone layer. Imagine a caterpillar eating a leaf from a tree. The caterpillar eats the leaf, leaving hole after hole in it until the leaf is gone. This is the position we're in, or at least we're in, with the ozone layer being the leaf and the caterpillar being the CFCs. In the late 20th century, aerosol spray was used in all different kinds of propellants, such as spray products and foam products. The overuse of them by our population has decreased the level of ozone by 4%, which may sound low, but considering the heavy amounts of UV rays that have struck Earth since the ozone layer was weakened in the 70s, it's a serious problem. So much of a problem that a hole had actually opened up in the layer above Antarctica, with a net decrease of 33% of the ozone in the atmosphere. This is due to faster speed of the chemical reaction in colder climates. The southern continent was hit first with extreme ozone complications. Nature is constantly releasing CFCs into the atmosphere and damaging the ozone, but the layer has been able to constantly repair itself at a fixed rate of regeneration. However, with the inclusion of all human-made aerosols, the CFC count has risen extremely severe amounts, not giving the ozone layer a chance to rebuild itself, thus breaking it down and opening up the Antarctic hole. Most aerosol sprays are banned, and research has shown that the hole above the frozen continent had begun to repair itself. And although a slow process, there is much hope that the Earth will be back to its original state of reflecting UV rays at its greatest strength in a matter of a few decades. How can we prevent the ozone hole from expanding? And how can we stop phenomena like that from happening again? We can simply refrain from using aerosol products that are still legally allowed, such as pre-1995 refrigerators, some shaving creams, hairsprays, and even paints. These products have written on the side of them of their containers whether or not they contain aerosols or CFCs and can be easily avoided. It may seem like one individual cannot make a difference, or that these efforts will not accomplish much, but recent research can assure that if we don't take precautions to prevent any more damage, we can't assume the future will be any better than the mess we left it in the atmosphere back in the 20th century. With some simple cautious behavior, we can save the ozone layer and keep harmful UV rays away from organisms who would be harmed by their presence.